our nation in deplorable condition. Ghanaians continue to wonder, how did we get to this point?
Wait, doesn't Ghana belong to all of us?
And not some few individuals.
You just read my mind.
Why must someone come and spoil all that has been built for over 60 years, and we still need to build it again?
It's all because of the future of our children and their children. Building the Ghana we all want together.
A demonstration. I go Piketty, our former President Mahama, the office.
Ade.
To do with the Airbus scandal. One of the biggest corruption scandal in the world. You sent a petition to the office of the special prosecutor. And a man of 12-day ultimatum for him to act and act immediately. Basically, you notify the police and the letter Koma IGP Akufu Dampare. And your friend is saying a Greater Accra Police Command. On the 12th, and you share saying Yebeko Ako Piketty or former President Mahama's office. Now IGP say yen date so. Now yen new date because date on the 12th no a date because there's a lot of activities in the country. You know, you catch a team for no more supporters, ranks and file, almost support to fixing the country movement. You know, I said, calm down. We are going to do a press conference next week to highlight the roadmap for the Airbus. They will rule out the date and the roadmap for the picketing. No, we are going to deal with the police from Monday going to make sure say we negotiate for the right date and call for their protection for the picketing now. Yeah,
okay, all right, yeah. Okay, it is say no, my yanti on one same. And none can more on the 12th of this month.
Yes.
And the police force the 12th of this month in the day, muy busy.
Exclusive. Yeah. Okay. That is what is happening. Matiti said, we are going to pick it. And Matiti say, Yenianum NDC phobia, issue warning and threats. Me also those things doesn't push me. You know me. Me are there where the lions cannot go. It me see me pick it to President John Dramani Mahama in the office. And I'm moving over more than 5,000 people there to go and pick it. Pick it here, sending message to the whole world. Say Airbus scandal. Ebinuma Kojero, India, China, Australia, any Great Britain, former special prosecutor, as a government official one, already John Dramani Mahama. Allegedly, according to Martin Abidu report, the Sun newspaper on the 20th of May 2020, Mesendo copy. Magic Mesendo copy says, now they are told Facebook, the Sun newspaper and Daily Mail in the UK, at the year former president, but two front page. So we teach him our aeroplane, Airbus. What is preventing the special prosecutor from initiating an investigation? And this is the other party. This is the and yes, you say, on one Sikano. And then a special prosecutor move MPP. We are happy say a special prosecutor is doing his investigation. What prevents him from going after the former president? Nothing like Piketty, I think there's Coco. I'm who say. And the end is Bruno almost say, almost a Ghanaians. Almost a company for Enramete say.
One more mobile, one be
Emma, almost phone. Ayo mo pit. Omo ankofo ni bi. As intelligence am apeke. Omo organize groups. Mako 4. And go for no yes I didn't I know all of them. Almost so many member power more boss woman antema. Yeah, law abiding citizens. Just as a group of young men, sorry, ya muko pekete wo Jubilee House, the seat of government to be an your MPP will be sorry. And say or go crash you because you democracy. Yes, share ko pekete wo mama. On almost so many member. Yeah, only a member power more boss woman antema. Let them come. Yeah,
now,
message. Now you call your baby.
Okay, now add then a more call former president the office because Airbus scandal, government official one said they will OSP, OSP, SPT special prosecutor. President in the Monocra, also say government official one now Airbus scandal. How? More than 2 minutes good time. No, the baby, I will say, or no more, or the baby, no.
That is why MPP government, under our manifesto, corruption in our cases in our, who could read the epistles of Martin ABK Amidwa. Waka, so Jawa Kono, Kisia Bajabe, or the Bibiajan. I see government official one. Joy, who could read my joy online.
Now that other than more form of pressure and then go home rather
okay. Your petition office of the special prosecutor. And your man 14 days ultimatum. So our picket, we will go to the office of the special prosecutor that day and move and picket at the former president's office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we will be going to the office of the special prosecutor. Then from there, we come picket at the former president's office.
And the intelligence are mapping in no Munsro Movago.
Maje, na me kasama, me sabi. Me nya obi a me twinta so gu from the bekete mafao. Me say, wo de police for ye no mu nego ye wura dampare ye gini di pa. He's a fantastic police officer. Onyi twin ya doa. Obi ode mra be hye ne nsem bia obi dili utu so wa ba mu wo wan mu dampare ye gini di. Enti ani ne negotiate wie no man ya kwanya say. Yetimi eko ye civic right as citizens of this country. We will make sure say you better get ready and we start our process. It will be our kind of kika the okika biano. Onkika. What you say? No more go manum, no one you party, no go manum. So much more mema. Etuwa, asa magani abagashi ani biwa magaho.
The comment that has been made by Ms. Governor Ernest Addison, the man who is supposed to be the governor of the central bank, is very irresponsible. That it exposes him as a very reckless and useless governor. A very shameless person who has no respect for the people of this country. Very useless and shameless. That he can describe honorable members of parliament who exercised their democratic rights to assembly, their democratic right to participate in demonstrations as guaranteed by Article 21 of the 1992 Constitution, to describe these honorable members of parliament and all citizens of this country, responsible citizens of this country, who engage in the peaceful Occupy BOG protest as hooligans, is the most irresponsible, most reckless thing that anybody can say. And clearly you can see that he's a shameless person, very irresponsible, very reckless, very useless, has no respect, no decency, no sense of accountability. He sees himself as law unto himself. He thinks that it is even wrong for you to engage in peaceful protest against his acts, and that he has a license to describe peaceful protesters as hooligans. Before I even go into my submission proper, I want to tell you that by describing members of parliament as hooligans, for engaging not in violence, not in acts of hooliganism, not in acts of tagging, he is insulting the sensibilities of all the Ghanaians who these MPs represent. He's insulting the thousands of Ghanaians who participated in that peaceful protest and the millions of Ghanaians who could not participate physically but solidarized with us on the flanks because for legitimate reasons they could not participate in that peaceful protest. But they stood in solidarity with us. He's insulting all these people. He's even insulting those who in times past have engaged in peaceful protest. And even in protest that did not turn out to be that peaceful, like the Occupy BOG protest. He's insulting his appointor, President Akufo-Addo, who led the Kumipreko demonstration. If people who engage in protest are hooligans, then Akufo-Addo is hooligan number one. He led Kumipreko. He led Wombo demonstration. Leaders are not supposed to talk they are not supposed to talk from their stomach. When you are speaking on issues of public interest, issues that affect the lives of Ghanaians, you need to address the issues with respect. Look, why did we embark on that protest? We embarked on that protest because this reckless and useless governor decided to illegally print close to 80 billion Ghana cedis. You are talking about close to 800 trillion old Ghana cedis for the Akufo-Addo government to spend on their reckless, useless, and wasteful lifestyle. He himself, the governor, has conceded on public record that in 2022 alone, the Bank of Ghana printed over 44 billion Ghana cedis in 1 year for the corrupt Akufo-Addo government. He has conceded, he has admitted this crime. Because what he did is a crime. And the only way such a criminal can master the effrontery to call members of parliament hooligans is because he is being used and shielded by a corrupt regime who are looting the state coffers dry. And as their accomplice, they are protecting him. They are not holding him accountable because they are the very masterminds, they are the very promoters, they are the very beneficiaries.
Yarama say yatrase ebrene dru ye wo say din komo ye beboa amoma ye friend Ghana e betwe din ntomapa efra na enne eden inside politics dwumadie so etrem dia mamuga bi mase as usual minche sika na menko se minche sika dia ene na kwanya ba beda ho fa mobile phone we na beji sika enra amanfo di 1000 Ghana 1000 enra me calculate sika me chen wo fi ha no me che 7,000 Ghana cedis our inside politics and the battleground eti eneno matrase no me ba be cheska e de amamo so come for money what you say for mobile phone na dial *274# *274# me patronya dial *274# no a and then the number no a eba be rotating one kasa be hu wo said your fidie no see ya no bash na dem mete 1,000 Ghana ene eti brana beje 1,000 cedis fakodidi and one no it is *274# mensaka odi ano no and so one me beka bom anwumre no ba beje cash it is o mobile phone no benwa bi gusu a me fire no na me chew sika e de aka ho se kwanya obefa so a wodi bedi no na di ka atre enra mumu bi wo ha mudi ye ba de ntumi amfremo eya mo mfanche ebremu a eya na eyemre ni ntra eti am mfanche se enra mo mudi ye ne bi wo ha ye ntumi amfremo ewo TV so ne ye ne mo ani enkomo na mom for mobile phone no na dial *274# no was selected number 1 power SYZ when you select power SYZ as number 1 no pa cash no one no wow when you bawura mu a wado ba ko mo account no mu no obi sa so person twa sen baako yɛ 5 cedis mmienu ɛyɛ 10 cedis mmiɛnsa ɛyɛ 15 4 ɛyɛ 20 ɛkaame a ankatwa ne sɛyi wotwa 5 cedis ne watwa 5 ne watwa 5 ne watwa 5 twa ne saa twa ne 5 bɛyɛ 4 5 bɛyɛ 5 ɛnora first person odi ka twa no wɔso atwa 5 maako 7 35 cedis ɛna odi 1000 cedis eti wo so bɛdwɛn ne na bra bɛdi sika na fɛ yɛm nkɔmɔ ɛnɛ me ne mo ɛba bɛtu gya kurom ha bɛyɛ hyene na ɛne wobɛfiili ama me nso bɛfiili nea ɛteteɛ no sɛ ɛsɛ kramani bi akɔwe prɛko ɛwɔ kurom ha deɛ ɛkeka no na Kennedy Japan sɛ wokɔna Dr. Mamadu Bawumia yɛtwitwa prɛko sɛ kalomo ne yɛde gyene ɛne mɔko ɛde agu ho na esi n'anim na wɔyiri a wonka sɛ kramani na wɔwe haram saa no ne nyinaa no ɛnɛ ahyɛwo joint yɛatotom enti mo a mota kokɔ some of the ahyɛwo joint no bi no ɔmo so ɔmo anya no nteɛ sɛ ɔmampani akufo ado so wɔbɛgye tax ɛwɔ ahyɛwo so enti ɔmo increase fees no enti as far as sɛ mewɔ ha no before sɛ mɛkɔ no mede ahyɛwo joint a ɔmo ayɛ ne the former price no ɛne the new price no so a aba no mede ne nyinaa bɛtu dwa de ama mo amu sɛ ahyɛwo joint no bi wɔ ha prices no increase nti mesrɛ wo woboa wo ho sɛ wokɔ joint hɔ a na wama wobɔtɔm ayɛ du sɛ blow job no koraa no emu ayɛ du papaapa yɛsɛ sɛ wobɛpake wo kaa na wagye no wɔ kaa no mu a ɛno no blow job no ne yɛwɔ mu nyinaa kɔ aba ɛbɛ inside politics dwumadie so kumangre di wamf Oheneba Boamah Bennie metenam ɛde ama me general manager Mugabe Mase na ɛnɛ nkɔmɔ no yɛgyina nsɛm a asisi ɛwɔ Ghana ha and how to deal with such issues. You're welcome once again. Medical catcher must say Akufo-Addo a kind of a person where a definition of dangerous, or you can simply put it as a definition of wickedness. And for mobile phone now tapu who is the wicked man in Ghana Nanadu Dine na the accurate said woman when you say Nanadu dan kwa Akufo-Addo ede Ghana amamrano wanam so and a dibedi mampani 2016 ye drew 2020 no and was sa constitution di etrio and the tena kunya so. So the second phase of Akufo-Addo's coming back to government no ye kumnipa 8 ewa Ghana ha and sana Nanadu ebedi mampani na Nanadu dan kwa Akufo-Addo eba ye no obi obeka setia na mamu obia no one way or the other Nanadu etu nipa no so sa. Number 1 wasemeka setia na government o mame kwada prison wase kwame A+ a campaign mobekaya A+ bo bi wasemaka che mo plane Sir John Mahama de obedi president one day na emom bosso manana nkwa nhwahwe from Ata to Nana to John Mahama enti A+ a campaign ema Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na nyede but ne Nanadu Danko Akufo-Addo the leader of NPP as from a dom ko UTV say ye to A+ the leader of the party, because let us say the leadership of the party and a Somaye also genedie. Ya nuaba a fiashwa ye serious campaign at the Mawo, ebe reachi wudane ye frigana because near penatino. And Crawford do a year campaign. A man another than Akufo-Addo Ghana ha, Mr. Captain Smart, na Mr. Kwaya Yadana Faso. Omu jina mu kan say Akufo-Addo deserve so be man pani wo kroma no wo ba ye no dani nani kohwe omanim en wo kire mu kafia na sawi anu mu firi ho a amrantia ne maba wa nansan wo matena se din hu say the future of this country no akwakodi akokura poso bi nsam olumanya awia wo frika musikura no wote ahwe akodi ne nsam na olumanya odina May April May June no we say Merry Christmas Samai no I destroy wo man no enti amaburu ne say wo mo ntena say am wo man ne say Nansanya the cause of dialysis. So be a kidney problem. Obi a wayare na yadene kwa koto afidia yadene toso amana man nkwa. Kolabutiti hospital say omani mu ayedin aka fidie no ti atobo no. Abamu a wanya just 24 years. Ne maami mu anya ska amfan hwe no antua dialysis ne bo eti wawu. President Akufo-Addo enkan hwe. Ye occupy Julobi House demonstration. Akatesia wojina mu akasa the cost of dialysis. Amo bi awunti ne mababi no. Ye yina di wadwuma mu. Sade na sa demonstration obabi. Woni nipadodo a omakasa ti o mampani Akufo-Addo abaye ye yomadi. Osi adoye. Ono na nanado da kwa Akufo-Addo ne sewa broni etwempena no ne wodi mprantam ye ka mprantam wonim between na Osi adoye. Nanado da kwa Akufo-Addo ne sewa broni mpratwe. Wana no ye between na nanado se wa ye campaign amala ntrematen ye jinadi amo de baba tu dwa se ye bedidi. Canada Japan. Ana ye campaign man nanado ba power ani ni sika. Canada kofa nkrofo ba se ye me adwuma ma no. Nanado so ye campaign tia na ban. O pamo nkrofo no efri Ghana ha em ye che wo mu deport wo mu. Don't joke with President Akufo-Addo. Very beautiful lady. Ya who say and ya wano ne dia na wo so okonene. Because who are billions and penny fortune you be was so koto sa boa no tiunu yaso a katan say sorry yaso na nkasa sorry no so asa say ofiri no so anu de ba so etia ketesia ne hu say dialysis boa no a aye den no anya for ba akofo aye for ye nyina because obi nim the next victim you obeko etimane kasantia yes adenti and wa ya adwuma 1 pp abamu a waya adwuma 1 pp ni bi adwuma mu a wa ba be demonstration ni wa kaseti aban no eti woni zavo sa waya adwuma ni biem ye jinadi na mama yentie asem a aketesia no edi kan ya nansa asem a okaye no ewo occupy the Julobi House demonstration no ya ekoso no monhwe asema mini abandituya.
I am very angry. I'm more angrier this morning. People are dying each day. The dialysis machine in Kolebu got exposed. Do you know the number of people who died? A 24-year-old boy died this morning. His father is a teacher. His father is a teacher. Gave over 30 years of his life to the service. Could not afford transplants. Could not afford dialysis. 400 cedis a week. What do you mean? Do you know how much taxes they check out every day? The cost of living. But you bring in flowers for your daughter's birthday. You bring a cake to celebrate 11. God will judge the government.
Aketesia wan beko ma ne ho. Yare. Mu amote Ghana ha MPP abam. Na maya madwen se mo be se wo man wi. Ufri Ghana ha ekobro kire se okosa ho yade a. Amoche Ghana de enwensi akwan so. Ana mutim wade sa. Aketesia no a wokuama wobi no. Adenti na waba bontenya bekasa. Sa dialysis boye den. Etienne barely 48 hours. Ya yinedi. Wow. Nanado. What kind of person are you? What kind of tyrant leader are you? What kind of wicked person are you? Why? Yatu Obama will say, Bekuyen. And Yatu Obama will say, Bema Yahunya Diana. Woman Penny Kufuado. The whole Ghana penny for Nipa wire demonstration do pa eyewo. Momasiam one retreat. But I can attest to it, say, a bad demonstration, Nanadu Abo PhD. The whole Ghana politicians, a Kufuado accord demonstration, do what will be. General Mosquito Ekasemi. Na bibi sanka mu nto me anko. Omo amukọ ye ti wo nyina gumu including Nanado. O to me ko demonstration ba bia. Akufuado the whole Ghana. Na bia be friend basa. Ye koye bia tia no a. Nanado say ade no bia demonstration. Na tie. Ade wo yi no asie no. Enya ade bia ase Nanado breaking record bi o. Wo breaking record o eye ne record na woto aso. Because of Senadoye. Eko ayi aduru so walk ewo Kumasi. Hope see Adoye free aduru so walk by na ne krata da nachi. See ye nadi. This same person na aketesia na ye nadi no wakasa. Muntie.
Thing that stands between you and death is dialysis, and you cannot even access it. And we heard the Kolebu CEO why they cannot even open it to OPD cases. You know, and that's what stands in between you and death. So you are just dying not because your body is failing you, but because your country is failing you, and that shouldn't even.
Ghana for kind of Foriata is up to a certain game again. Now, I've been so worried. I am so worried I will crow mu, but my mini can really do the American kind of Foriata this. Aketesiano, ye yinedi. Biniaba. Nyame be hewate. Nyawe. Unyame. Onku. Obema wansa kwano. Obe hyew. Obe hyew. Ubenya dwuma ni bia ye. Adia ketua papa etende ne yede ma wo no. Enya hwe. Ena Akufuado mpo ebedi mampani. Itinyame ebeso. Look, let me tell you this. Foriata is up to a certain game again. Now, a year between trust in the Mabisa says so. NPP Muaya Omokasa, we have the men, no. Sir, a year 10-4. I don't know. Many animal quaternachino, a mamubunfu. But I think, sir, yen kran near de nkramai a quaternachino. I was a huyo socrano. Yahuan fast what time can Foriata. Me and me sume fidie. Me huan fast what time can Foriata economy basano. Moja this simple analysis ya me. Where ya Akufuado 100 cities in be. And away any 20 no. Me need to do me bottom inti and away 10 cities no. Where 20 no makoma 5. That's just 100 no. Oheneba Boamah Bennie me mechi am dem nam wiase no ene kura me yam de ye you know. It way propaganda me pesa. Where ya 100 no makoma 5 and 20 no 5 and away 100 back and away 10 back. Mede Rafuka ya e was semi-triamano, which is 200 cities. Now I was semi-triasicano men tria. Anima kwakara acha Raf say. A canwa me don't know I was semi-trian and neno. Me yesikan tria, me wo bidia, nemo min to min tria says canema. Entima me the last 5 years. And I'm the better says with the amount. Miria, na me de sika di asamata so, na me de atiase abonte se me yisikani. Sikani fun be no. Ghana deka yentua yentumi yentua. En yakwa akwosre DDPO se DEPO se wan domestic debt exchange program. Akwa catch up say we cannot pay a kaya de any interest. Ya watching yen. Iti mo fante. Na mo ma about 5 years. Na me na do dan kwa akufo do de masa abon etimi tumi ntua ka bi amamo. Iti the next 5 years Joma Hama ba do betua amamo. Me de kana kwose Joma Hama ho. Okay. Sadia na me ye no de tie ni. Me tumi ntua. Ade ate ya ne makra breakfast at the free UK. Ne makra lunch at the free UK. Ne makra supper at the free UK. Eti ene yeti kurom ha. Ye nipa bi ti kurom ha. Ghana duane afono no. Enti wamu order duane from UK. Na ye dia for plane. Ni ye dia ba besi kotoka. Na V8 atoaso miensa. Ya police di animu when I say president bi abom kwa kofa no obahe no na ye aduane no ma order ene ye de abre no ma kwa akodi. Hello. Now o mind state sa nipa no a destroy the economy. Baby yedro no ene Kenoforiata any IMF executives akwakosia with Bank of Ghana Addison akwanu a wasanu a na dwena bongumu no akwanu a wonye serious e wa dwene mu no na meba no so omakwakosia omo a Kenoforiata sama wakatre IMF for say the IMF bailout is showing positive results. Now inflation abafom physical and external financial positions and so I improve. International reserves I improve. Let me tell you something, please, IMF. I just want to tell you this. That man that you met called Kenoforiata is a definition of a subject called lying. He is the biggest liar next to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. What that man told you today, what Kenoforiata told you, is the opposite side. It's never true. It's a lie. Kenoforiata just gave you only figures which has been cooked by himself, Bawumia, and Akufo-Addo. What they told you today at a meeting with executives of BOG is all lies. All lies. If you really want to know what we have used the money that you gave us for, we have used it for chop. They have consumed the money. Immediately you people brought the money, they share it among themselves. I've already said that IMF, stop giving us money. I've said it time without numbers. That don't give us money. Yet we are sitting on money. So why are you giving us money? Don't give us money. Whatever Kenoforiata told you, it's a lie. Ghana for IMF for na me no mo kabro for sa no. Kabro for actually IMF. Me pese when nipa beti ase say na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo na ban, there are a bunch of liars, hypocrites, wicked people in government. At the pa, ya babwa Ghana no, omo yi ato nchen. Why are they doing this? But about the IO man, at the end of the year, MPP, at the pan, Yanya BM, and that Metesa Sami Africa Sambi. Sa Aquano, a friend, and as Addison was a wino. Sa Aquana, what do 1 year? Abaka 60.8 billion. Ghana for Ade Mumbufu Adena Mumbufu ya. Ana yaka samna yamontiasiana. Yes, say. Owura John Dramani Mahama. Oboka 54 billion. Bosia. Owura John Dramani Mahama betre kunyaso. For 4 years, 3 months, no. Ojisika 54 billion. Ghana for me sramo. Ayamuntio. Anyan trobin yekao. Anyan tron yekao. Anyan tron yekao. Anyan tron yeka. Ayasam no kuran yeka. Me say. Owura John Dramani Mahama. Obatra Ghana konya sono. Bosia ode ye no. Na eye 54 billion. 54 billion no. Or the BC hospitals. Or the BC Terminal 3. Or see brand new airport. What are the first 2 and first 3 of international airport? Kutuka Tamale. Where you do Kumasi. Or see brand new university. Our Eastern region and the Volta region. And no man John Dramani Mahama with the 54 billion not there, But when a pen, any paper, any calculation say, Sasika 54 billion one, John Mahama Geno, Omunya half mpa, Sakufonia half and Kobe Sagana. When him says Sikano, Bank of Ghana, and as Addison. And quarter ho. One in another neighbor of Miana Foriata, Aka boom at the 60.8 billion. Abakata Ghana for say. Bank of Ghana 1 ton Jenny. Bank of Ghana 1 ton money. Bank of Ghana 1 nida. Ya obisika jetu homame. Omoboka 60.8 billion. Bigger than Sika Mahama jail 4 years. Ediye Japadi. Now a thief like this. Anya kukudro atna ho kache Ghana for say wo mo mba demonstration ye hooligans. Wow, a useless man of this nature. And as Addison ya jetu hama mi kran to me yeso wo sika jetu ho wabaka and wo kukudro edi Ghana fotem owura na Addison sika no amawia no sebi kurawo a fa bi kobie nsanwa mu ana any other prisoner e your favorite no hyase bibi wo ho na obekọ akoda ho daache na me ka ten samamfo say abrantie bi beba prison ye fra no Ernest Addison wo ba mo man ba bi pa na me kacha wudu mu amwo condemn sa akwa no ba momma wo mu a sabe wo mu di turumu no momfa mo kɔ ne yade ne mu na mo kyerɛ ne kafia wo ka ho ana mo bre no mo amoda prison obi akɔwia 2 cities obi akɔwia 3 cities and now the prison. What do you mean? What do you understand? When Addison, because when you're backing of Akufo-Addo, so you think, say, you do what you want. Hey, you will go to prison, I swear to God. Now, what? And Addison, mark it on the wall. Me say, Sikabi Krauna, Kwana Kobe prison. Sikabi Krauna, Fakoya do you prison, Abako. When you're serious for many mono, because Moten Kese, Wamanaja Mamadia. Hey, Me say one day no Ura John Dramani Mahama, me bompa yesen yamin famra papa. Na woba bedura sa case we mu no eye kontom ne case o ya ye tia ya de yansa na tete we ye nile time wo ho and the sadis case di we ya de me firi wachi abroswa wa man tell se finish Jimmy Tish discato o mame wa boka 60.8 billion jeto wa boka 60.8 billion and ye kase fakodi dwa anka obeba kasen na wani nwu ade won fere ade enkura sesam wai won fere ade wanya kukudura ba Ghana fo ho ebe kete Ghana fo say womre be so wate si abotre na kufu ado wa ba mu na hu sa o protector ebere bi be so a wono akasa mu wodam mu nyina be kwa koguo and now that Kufuor, you Martin Pebu. I can't studio people say Kufuor will be the first president to go to prison in Ghana. Bonia na nadwa die no. Bonia Kufuor wa die no. E bonya mempa yese mani nkuntem. Oma on trasenche. Na wo mre ehu bonia wa die Ghana. Na ba yare ne yadwa kokolebu. Ne yadwa kwakoto. Na bra no ama manfo fam no. Onso akwakofa bi. Ana mutimu ade sa ana mu yedi pabare forsa ana hwe Kolabu wo come maternity ward go to Kolabu and see and why you video no trem. What a shame. Mo kran you are free UK no mo din wo ha mo nso no nyina be say you are not serious. Mo ka sa jamo man no mo dia ana de mo pera mo de mo nya serious cry wo man mu. And I am telling you, say you will reap whatever yamudia. Minority a press conference. But before some come minority press conference, and also no for mobile phone and term namin choska. For mobile phone no, but before then no, IMF phone meeting no mo koye no. Nan kami be chosika, na mum diketi answer. Yaba ma chosika e wo mensaka. Yan komra, yan konkwoti di IMF no e koso.
What makes us very optimistic is that these actions are already generating positive results. Growth in 2023 has proven more resilient than what we were initially envisaging. Inflation has declined. The fiscal and external positions have improved. International reserves are increasing again. And exchange rate volatility has significantly reduced.
Aquano Yatramano. I say you are not serious, okay? You are not serious. But I just don't want to respond to the lies. Yeah, with the abano. There is another man. Yeah, Obe responded to what you said. Isaac Adongo. Or responded to the IMF Akano. Isaac Adongo.
All that has been going on is basically playing with the emotions and the livelihoods of Ghanaians and using PR to foster that. How do you look Ghanaians in their face and tell them when they are losing this rapid deterioration in their purchasing power that there's a turnaround? And so we expected that at this review, we would have seen some modicum of improvement. Data is quite clear that the situation is worse today than it was last year. And yet, we would want to believe that last year was the worst period, that after the IMF in 2023, it will get better than last year. But the data suggests otherwise. You can't take end-year inflation of 2022 and compare it to any of the inflation other than December 2023. You can't compare food inflation in a period of harvest to food inflation in a period of planting. They are two completely different things altogether. The comparison they are doing, using in-period inflation to compare to December and clap for themselves, is an act of futility.
Very good. Eti Yewra Honorable Isaac Adongo IMF directors no maba no munye serious no. Yeyi wo ma no say ya credit ania mo biedi nti. me patch for mobile phone no sesi a yenentem na me wie pe na me ba be rane why mesre wa star 274 hash no waba na wo mo ya de a ene ye fa phone no na me a star no 274 hash wo me a star 274 hash no a no was select number 1 power SYZ medical catcher will say radio station no etwa so ndoso hweye no kwankwa select radio bi enkutwa amana nkwa yewka obi se mensa mensa petri ne kosi so ayewka wunya select number 1 no a number 1 ye power and SYZ wunya wuramu a obi bisa so pese otwa sen ba ko 5 cities no e kamia anka 20 cities 30 40 50 100 na ede na ese watwa 100 cities ni wadi 1000 Ghana kamba watu ya tight what 100 ni free mu a wanya mfaso 900 cities anambwa yes it can sesia na me be 1000 Ghana sesia ma wodi edidi star 274 hash wunya dial star 274 hash no a no select number 1 power SYZ wunya select number 1 power SYZ no a na wodi abawuram eno ano no sika no aba ma me nto aso na yeni nkomo upon inflation ya say ekofom no because say ya me mo ka say inflation enenam almost 40%. Na inflation kra no eyede anya wano akoa no a wote wano a woka inflation wasam no bisa se wabaga na dwam abeto ba bode da ankoba ye beduru ye na sansem hunu ya no wokan ena anka ote mokola dwam no aka nkwase asem se ya anka mokola fo be manat inflation se wodwam wo bai wakotre condition mu na ehu afa ho. Inflation simply means more money chasing fewer goods. Na won se omowie sika no amesika no wokurom dodo na sika no wokurom no eni ye bottom but eguom bottom eti any time a wo do be miti ade bia ho amokwa koto no ema wuluku inferior ewo ade no ho because sesia ya me no kasai sa obia waso ye bema wokurom hapa no okọ filling station no koto petra oto 200 cities. We have Tamana Broswana 300. But MPP fund do amka kosi ho a was a fele mame. I don't know akwan bisa say hey was he amfiri no mo to dorimo anyum no omo hefa call them. That is it. Abaina my government no are so useless. Enti entro ane nada eno medinam. Ahotre ayama na akwa wei aponchin abua papo mekasa aponchin mo bia bumfu na papum bia ya aponche wo ya aponche wei anya kukuduro wonu aponche a wonam dwamu a enuane agu fam wotumiri bi kwa no kɔ wonu aponche etumi anya kukuduro ne Ghana fo di nkomo ka che Ghana fo se wo bia beka so memu odin bia na wo ye kromfo because e was sanka wuwie sika and when you be enua. Wow. I give customers of Gold Coast Fund some kawomo. Papa kwasindium ne bank ba kono. Na wonim ayro sama e woman say this particular Gold Coast Fund na can sese yegu no. And can sese egu. When you said this Gold Coast Fund, a baby or baby and what because of Gold Coast Fund and a GM Bank eguye. Because Gold Coast Fund no, nani yina so a GM Bank. Na contractor se wa Ghana had do one so mu kwaso mu kwakoye kwanya. Omo mpese ombekwa bia bank kwakwaje yi no. No maba Gold Coast Security and Gold Coast Fund. No maba beji loan. No dia kwakwaye na dwuma. Etoya adwuma ni wi a yetua ne ka no so ba betua eti majority no me di sika e de ba besia because interest was no we do sika to a interest was no so na do dan kwa kufu ado bae no na a lot of contractors at the Gold Coast Fund eka including MPP 4. No medica. Yeah, what's an another to your contractors? That contractors, if you go coast fan cano. Nanadu one to your contractors. Was so we NDC 4. NDC 4 the contract be bread me ma ya or man. It won't ya. Obi how I hear quinary, Obi how you do 70%, will be 80% into your car. And a year car. Contract and the entire car into a bed and over between Gold Coast Fund. Gold Coast Funds so I didn't in Sony GM Bank. GM Bank and so na Didi Boja for or Momu Drum or Momuto Jene or Momutomoko or Mususika. It's not to say Gold Coast Fund Agua, GM Bank Agu, GM Bank Agua, your tardy with German in the Sikaira. Sikash. That is it. Now, not to Danko Kufu the Boa Paye. Now, and that or my year, a year demonstration. No matter what can you say, or matter say, ya yes, Kabia releases Kabia, Nebuaso 8.6 billion bailout. Say, I'm fama or moment best. Sikano, Yehuni Pa Kudino, Ukowa, Skokameho. Ukokwame ho was kokuo ukokokua was kobra ya ho ukobra ya ho was twen wo fire ba na yetua ma eto mu hu ba bi eska no eto bi a ene ye economy ayeyi no ebi a ene IMF fofo say enu ma 10 around no obi a ene IMF fofo say inflation aba fom no eni but let me tell you something enya me one was said the next year ye wo mu IMF for some no mababe inflation a year bebano. Ghana Statistical Service be chantro. No makatem say inflation yakotete. Enyam because nanado asase any IMF for no any World Bank any other areas asase kabom be chantro. I know suffix. Edi ababe to just say Ghana yesidi no ebenya growth of 1%. Of 1%. Now, Obako school, or Korean say 100%. No chawana. At the 100, no chawana. On fair where your fair growth. Now, I know, and someone, Abobana Sadia way, I give customers, and they almost sending a message at Magana for. You heard Yakoso.
Of Gold Coast Fund Management. Customers who did investment with Gold Coast Fund Management, owned by Dr. Fagosindo. The company collapsed as a result of the government policy, financial cleanup exercise. After the collapse of the company, the government made us submit our claims of investment through the various banks of consolidated bank across the nation. After that, the Securities and Exchange Commission came out with a budget of 8 billion Ghana cedis to pay 47 fund management companies whose customers fell to the financial cleanup exercise. After this budget was made, the Finance Ministry and the government allocated these monies in the mid-year 2020 and 2020 main budget. And in fact, they top it up to 8.6 billion. It means that in excess of 600 million. After this 600 million was budgeted for and approved by the parliament, the first tranche was done in 2020 mid-year budget. That was 3.1 billion. The government used it for something that is called partial bailout, which saw investments who gave its investment 50,000 Ghana cedis. Now, the remaining 5.5 billion was approved in 2021 main budget. When that approval was done, there has not been disbursement. But all documents available from the Finance Ministry and the government in the Parliament House and the public domain indicates that the government has spent 26 billion in paying out customers who fell victims to the financial cleanup. And when you try to digest the component of these 26 billion that the government claims it has spent, our approved 8.6 billion that's supposed to pay fund management customers in full has been calculated as part of the 26 billion that has been spent. Meanwhile, these monies did not reach us. That is why we are here today to demand our immediate payment from the finance ministry. Since they claim that those monies have been spent, they have to give us the money right here, because they have created bank accounts for all these customers standing here across the various branches of the commercial banks. And therefore, we expect them to advance money to the commercial banks for them to credit our accounts within these 48 hours that we are going to tarry here.
We see can will be a deal. Omo did that. Omo said a long time ago. You know, we are dealing with thieves. Thieves. Look, there is no beautiful worse than stealing. When Podianka a broad day armed robbery. Yeah. Now, some of them are confident tricksters. Yan Sakrono. What the not drink the feather fell. Him, no the call. I'm where we come for. Master Crom for a black and obi we are on one bottle, Nessaso Botum watching home or the cock. The way ya no macono as a fem and was ye. A by way at the Buapayan Yansa. Sabrana drew. Enter Batuaba, economy a economy a nanado, me dunya me opam economy. Ma 1 cedi emra $1, Mubelusu. Mena me catch them. Opa memra 1 cedi $1. Say anano unya simpie jina so mampani, unya simpie jina so dwa wanum. Say I will walk to Blaster Square and hand over power to MPP. Wo boa to me nye. We hu fo de okanyina ye hu na abo. Nana, e hu na abo. Me na me ka kire. To me nye wo boa. Ya ka betwam wo su ha. Now they are called Blaster Square. And now the fine. Oh, boy, oh, my penny, unto me. Cannot do it. Second of 4 better say, now do that Kufuado and co handle over power. 12 people. Oh, boy, you lie. Lie, mine. Oh, boy. Ghana 4 to a betum. Now you're 2 we are about Hobine. Be any what? You are Bema Wabai. I said, Dimam Penibium. Alantramatis Morisu. Now, and you may be descended to Attorney General. O Sasson Crawford Siquans Resika, Yamia Dom, Amuako School. O Sassunipa, Esiquans Resika, because of you, Hoya Party of Riska, would in Yamia Dom to Miako School. Professor from Pombo attended the report about Robert Shemaya prosecution. No, we see you as winning. You lie. What do you talk about? Some say, I did be a more kind of professor from Pombo at book, no, and then the report to know the buy and woo you. Oh, we are John Dramani Mahama bad than that's Attorney General. Obe fast over basso, you may win. Hey, many of us rubber just kind of faculty, the Yaman 40, and we'll come on and say, for mobile phone, no, now Mount James Canam swimming Tosca. Yeah, star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. She, adia bakwa as from Asia. And I say, a brave way ya woman. Wouldn't say quite a school. Now, minim brofua abebom. Tamani ya school no. Ya be a school. Bukuna ya tramunua NC no. And na ya kwa ya nima ya deko, ni ya kotroma toaso. Yet ye go so a yatram to us on your Toby Sim. And not the Yanya be a school son quadanko many my another business for school owner for. I must say, books are yadana boabe to her. Yet the books who bought to her, near the school fees, near the feeding fee, near the transportation, near the account. Near Bob winning in Archer one as semesi. Obi ha. Nema bear me and son. Or per 1,000 Ghana crowd to your books. Unya. Ukuta 200, Ukuta 20 cities, Anna. What's any panomena? Say, Ukra 20 cities, and a 30, and a 40, and a 50, and a 10 cities, and a 5. And your mammy chose Kawate. From mobile phone, Yanentem. No be and chance sound. Dialysis 274 hash. star 274 hash. Me patonya dial star 274 hash no a. Ne wa bawram. Wo bawram sen. Select number 1. Power SYZ. When you select number 1 power SYZ every pe. Ya power SYZ no edi wa wura mu no. Eno ano no. Wo ban so baby sa so person twasen. Ba ko 5 cedis. Me patcho 10 cedis na also atwa 2 what. Say you 50 cedis atwa 3. Say 20 Ghana atwa 4. Now the jagu system no mu. Na ebia ne nyame adom. When you scared your country and fees, maybe 1,000 cities each. 1,000 cities each. It is a sia ya babe ye. Ya babe rania no. What you say? And as I say the numbers no econo. What do any baby who the way machine no esi adwuma. Obi wo ha, ohu bida. Ohu the way machine si adwuma ntiana. Aye say e na de na ya me de mini. E ade na ya me de mini. Yes. Said machine ye adwuma no ene would who be dia me baye no sesia no wo be wona se enam so said ye machine no esi pick numbers no be hu medical catcher wo say e bia na wo don sa ye nuoma enye fanchene hohoro wonsa na fa so mobile phone no mu na twa na di sika 1,000 cities each na wonim Nyami aduma memeneda. Me check 10,000. Any mobile phone, iPhone. But asemi so the ase fumo. Nam tifia na me check iPhone na me phone the ase. iPhone 14. Promise is also. Oh, 80 Saturday way. Saturday the asemo and 10,000 kwa 10,000 kwa 10,000 5,000 2,000. Eh, urade. And you make trouble. Eti, and one no obia and get back. Well, we know who the way are. Machine is here, Jumano. A brand new Edru. Ya babeko. Eti, what would the catcher and econo? Say yan machine here, Juma. Eti number senua or mochano and a rotatino. Hey. Say yan echo. Say yan aye. It will say more. The other that's one. Eti what say? A rotating yanuano. Obidian appear. Ya the pan one number piano. Or you shoot 0542 305. Last number no. Number speaker ho. Now the reason why tia dot na stylish no dia to no. And say sister new landing abrochre. Womonso hebi etu onye hu numbers ni nyina pe obafro sesi ase wa mistake asend this car e de agu phone so woni bete no ne watwe it is sister ni o landing phone nti e na ya numbers no 3 no last 3 no ya manemma no but obiadi ya ye ni pa no be kasa sesi a it is a wunya twa ye twa wo de e na de yagani filikadoti say for more Mini Tien, and that yet when you wom, it's Yanko Mensaka. Hello, Mensaka. What's that can say?
1,000 Ghana cedis. I was a travel place.
Wow, double so.
Hey!
Oh, very nice. What I say?
Mr. Who advises Mr. 5 minutes and Kono. It's my studio.
Wow! One saka. Me feel program that is the bottom so yede. Mahmoud Kabori, that's good. But that's many I am so. Mahmoud Kabori, no. What you say? Yes, Saber running another one account. Oheneba fan club. Mo Kumase Tafo. Betiamo. Mo ya tough. Mo Chesia by now. ya omoshe the former chairman of Swami Swami Oheneba fan club Swami. Eti the next one and I'm swano and Aquano 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 and Aquano. Ah, Mensaka. Ah, and 0244 album 0244 album when he has 0244 468 Mensaka. Another 1,000 is soon. But to him, Minyan ye, Bessa running another. But way, me dear had yenesi, but many way by Casa, I'm also no son and Saka. A 2 try ye trap. Dialysis 274 hash. What would the way at the end of city? No, I am a see no, nobody can no no grow. It's a ya, oh, cha. Catch your number, say number. Suma we go slow. In Tumrika. Tobuase, cause traffic. Would do machine anyway, Jina Hotel, and come. I'm will be the amate when a number in Commosa. It is star 274 hash. No select number 1. Power SYZ. Or the anono. Star 274 hash. No select number 1. Power SYZ. Network way. Kamamut Kabori say, or 45 cities. What 5 cities, 5 cities, sir. What was that man? Men are feeding and metal when I'm a say. A feeding in the secret, and say, it was no child. 5 cities, no 5, 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 no 5. Let them. Because Obi Chado Dua, no being so trouble. The police possibility set the number no, ebe rotating more no. Because we are saying, no, we are Samba, no, we are Samba, no, we are Samba, no, a high. It's a cosmetic and fun woman Yagro. 1,000 Ghana, Mahmoud Kabori, 1,000 Ghana, Mahmoud Kabori, 1,000 Ghana, Madam, where the Manitriamo Yame, and made a chimney, where the Anado Crano, when another one covered 10%. Ha, we'll see a game. But to be Chamewaba. Nipa no awadi no em se yensa nyanka no eti metwa me ho aba me ba ye ne no ebedi nkomo na fe ya start ye conversation no mame fa to manim se ene e flip or say bunsu host asempa ikosi sen ene ye birthday Obi happy birthday to you twedi aponyame onhira wo adwuma no aye no adwuma kro nyame onhwe so onye okese na oma onye kese anyidin Ready up me win shop papa panti Obi. Happy birthday to you, okay? Senior. Yame unshraw. Na oma weninye. Ene eye wap. We ene ye wa wodano. Ena mini ye ote ono so transia ene the birthday. Me guest back ene the birthday ntia no so no. Ye the bebumti ene no no ma bebre besi. Ene birthday packages na me de mamono. Me kwaba ya betrase ya bonkomo. Tweme.
Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area net choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put it in Hushim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana to the spec. The more as a rush draw them when you stand a chance able to marry big. Hey, you're big, you're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana citizens in your chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana citizens. Knock off you. Good deal, Star 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Nakuma, there be a complaining Nakuma ania.
Let's take him to Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Yes, Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
And also the name.
I'm saying Nakuma.
I don't want to go Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Daddy, to say.
Assessia, yeah. Me want Tommy Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic. Me a good heartbeat no. ABT.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midyear off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Very good. Ya trase ya ebrene dura ya babedi nkomo mene minua bema Mahmood ono ewa ha Mahmood akwaba
ya nia
ya say na your birthday
ya nyame adom
Prince Mahmood regional deputy organizer Upper West region
sure
ena ohayi ena so ye ne Esian Ebenezer deputy communications officer NDC Western region so oha mpani for mama kwaba.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, Mahmood.
Thank you very much.
You look so joyous.
Your birthday.
Na birthday na kwasai. And what you said that?
It was October 2025.
Oh, okay.
10th October 2025.
Yeah, but power. Oh, that's good. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much, bro.
Mami Shasia and common friend free way so Esian. Me Shasia fruit so because when I'm in Shiada, a mood dear where my former boyfriend. When your former cry, but I see my boyfriend, yeah. It's one of the ameno Asia. You have a lot of issues we are discussing about. Now, me fa a mum say, Miss Remo, Miss Saka, still over to me a chat. Cause one a chat, na me ran the last one, and son of me qua. Makodabi me ran last one, me ran the last two, and son of me qua mako. Into what we try, Found the Beshim, never chow dear, and Sunday be move, ye move. Aha, and no. A fair yamra issue no so, na yam remedy and como. Ora Isaac Kadongo Akasa, and I am a for so Akasa. But memoir, I am a video no, and sana yam common, yashasi, Yamshe and Sama IMF executive directors no, at the Atuja.
What makes us very optimistic is that these actions are already generating positive results. Growth in 2023 has proven more resilient than what we were initially envisaging. Inflation has declined. The fiscal and external positions have improved. International reserves are increasing again. And exchange rate volatility has significantly reduced.
Very good. So that is the issue. One, show positive results, inflation, above a decline, physical and external financial positions, and so age in a year has improved. And our international reserves and also no, say Yanyeska and the atom. It's a say Ghana economy. Ubekasa is resilient age in a year, no ma echo year. One on the yard.
Mamenda was na Minchio. Na Minchia hen, it's if we hinara. Na Minchia minia birthday man so. Yeah. Minchia we papa. Nana Oheneba the one.
Kumangra
ma minchia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baby obiano yechia ne papa na yenyimde nyame adomara nyame ze Ghana be hye ne nsabio na ye hina ya hwe ya boa na oma no wakoye sisi baby enam ne de hanye na ma minchia me regional chairman Nana Kojo Toku yimde Western region so nyame adomara the 3 constituencies awaka oye evaluate Adwomorodwira oye Takwa na Amenfi East oye aza party no ebo ekwan ema amanfo afa form sa nde no china obeye hon filing yere bompa de bibia be kama na bibia so wetum na wakodo za IMF mpanyimfo no waze abatugwa no for me demra na honorable Adongo reka no oye lobbyist approach yes oye ekwana ware fado ama oye IMF the next $600 million tranche na ode omanu yenya no yetumi ayeden yetumi na yenya. You see where we have gotten to in this country Zayeri Femino was he who feels it knows it and knows it better. Nzama yeroto ekwana yeri fem yeri bohene bra school sem ezibane sem henu wrote in sem how are yeri fem or man no mu no onye obi de bia maka de economy a ye ka ho asem no it is in our pocket.
Economy no
it is in our pocket. Economy no o hene fiefie economy no kala ye fo no owom ahabana ye kom ka ye dwuma no owom economy no yeri kwa yeri ban oni hene economy wo ba yar na akọ hospital ana wukunu we yer na wase dialysis no sika order tua no bo no wakosoro no ono ne hia na economy obi wakọ ne demonstration was we yi na di no ne economy no ne nyen nti za oya IMF wore ka no ohwo no wabetena ha iyi team na was one bad won boa Ministry of Finance in a Bank of Ghana na won hwe won do na wanye duma no so waba what ha what ha one more on ban mo wadi one more on dan papa mo watim wodwodwe wo ho wonto fuel wanya bibia de what ha into ho no the role they are playing on and over facilitate Emma oye Ghana sika ode yenya from IMF no wenya. That is all that they are doing.
Okay.
Until whether or not you are struggling, you are suffering, who wrote on ye sika de koto ezibano 7 eziban bono no bo wa kosor na ahochere wa ba wo ba ko school a onye ezibane nzi wo school wa kwan wa say na obi nyima na ne ba wa pon onyim na wa pon na obi okọ eyi kolebu a dialysis no bo wa kosor. Until when you put all of these things together, the ordinary Ghanaian is saying that omano no mu nya papa nzama nkoye nti onye IMF team na wo ha no and yenya mpanyimfo ma wonhwe omane do gide yenya abrofo bi na waba na wababo hen ana waba na waba ye dwuma de onwon na wore ba hwe he no do. Into without them we cannot work on our own. The finance minister can't work. The Bank of Ghana governor Addison, Hooliganism man, cannot also work unless we have these people. Obey the major man was Amahen. And for me, as Honorable Dogo Keno, or ya dear worry ye, no what they are lobby no wing at the Miscano. Don't forget, these are the crop of people who work at in a day. Yanko IMF in the Yanko IMF for China. Ghana is a proud nation. We are a proud people. We can do things on our own. We don't have to go a begging. All of these things working. Today, so what catch in the day. IMF is a shabby wa Muslim baby kwa they don't even have the shame of it. One ferry, they have no shame. They can just speak. They BBR kodo ewo omanumu. When in fact, economy no yene hyehyai yene ntotwe ebra yere bo school a yere kɔ aza yere sua yene roads yene health sector. Nsema bebre nara onkodo omanumu. To the extent that in the America say, Eshe Katashe na Chrono na Proye na Kankan Grim Evi or Kodo or Manumuna. How can somebody tell me that the economy is growing? But sir, the economy is doing well.
Woman send some key points here. So one, or say IMF bailout no, it show positive results in terms of inflation. Was say a decline. Physical and external financial position has improved. External financial position and international reserves, everything be ye. One in a yarding will say inflation above from
Munia, ye for him fan ye but
now you're 43.1 and now you're 40.1 and now for
ye for him fan ye bedru ha. When this government took over, inflation was about 17%.
Yeah.
On the crumple was catch here and there. Abana one who modern President Mahama was so incompetent. And during your watch, that's the inflation of 50 something. Waba up to this time now, you are telling us that you have done well. And so we should clap for you. We cannot clap for you because baby about 2 hours no. We can't clap for you. Reserves are working once a minute, no, or one hin. We cannot clap for you. And the point is that baby and I'm even baby I was sorry, I feel on you. I feel on swing. Until we cannot even say the end of year reporter or Bebano. That is what we are having now.
Inflation rate as at December 2016 was 15.4%.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, inti clearly no baby and I no. And the baby was in fact, the economy no ya was saying no a friend then a dollar CD relationship exchange rate a whole lot economic indices actually about 3 and the CCI woman on your papa
but say my personal Monsieur any external factors via like COVID-19 like Russia and Ukraine and so forth when we now a factors are and no na Emma economy no echo from Sadana.
Check it. Russia and Ukraine one economic indices, and you see that they are far better than Ghana.
Oh, baby.
No, on one how to one no, on one they are doing well. No one our hano. As our de obino kuna wa ma abre. COVID-19 yenya over 30 billion. Ghana cities.
Another one crab.
Masa, sikan where did?
Say almost state say Gaza and Israel war ya ekoswe. And no the economic challenges say banti. Where
sikan where did? Finance minister call parliament. Sika over 30 billion or accounting for 12 billion. The rest of it as we speak now, we don't know. Auditor General, one report or the bay. A corner MPP abanwa fado na COVID-19 sikano. When we are ready, you know, and if you look at all of these things, President Mahama obey. If they make a pape obey. Sabe, energy sector, how are you fame? And yet President Mahama no create you. Because our home Yes, in President Mahama, it wasn't a creation by the government.
No, created.
Oh, Debbie, Nasa Akosombo, Wako Foam. Energy generation, no previous government, no, you've been fan count. And see, you're in a area extension. And you know, this is so big.
Obano, I been be by your bumpire, Kosombo, I don't want to be mentioned.
Now, Bompine Okasihin. Bompine Okasihin. You know, and President Mahama did very well. And a car power. It is because of President Mahama. The man didn't create the problem. But Oko Parliament no say, I will solve it. I will deal with it. The MPP held the man's hand to the fire. The other now will create in there doom so. Yeah. But today, you had the light team. I'm even Dr. Boamah card there. Say NDC has solved energy sector and the NDC wasn't worthy of praise. Today, America power Wabama and energy sector and why Papa Ninano is as a result of President Mahama. Ni intervention. But on Mumpono, or the Cassetiano from here. You know, inti baby Yadrusiano, a COVID-19 obey a blessing to Ghana than a curse. COVID. Yes, because we had so much money from the COVID-19. Abano because of the uselessness nature of the government. Because of economy of Adwaya Wanzama, onya papa, the thievery, the stealing, on intino wam able to be a yedun. Inti baby and amono. We have not come anywhere close. Today, back at a young heart to hand, Omano or Rukoye, and Zamari, papa. So far, so very bad. We are struggling as a people. We are suffering.
Yo, Prince, young woman, maybe as I say, I'm a for a king. And then come out there, Modi Abatri, and so say economy no, and you need a peja inflation. I find be a kui. What am I me
chia eti for nama statia kase binuya ka asem be pie baby, and I just want to continue from there. Say me pese ye how did we get to where we are today?
COVID ne Russia
like semi minimum no under MPP government there sebi nke ni kwan se ka IMF asem.
Oh what?
Because time na yewura John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban call IMF. Attempted the ni wa MPP for in opposition. Any NDC for.
Say NDC the NDA because of mismanagement.
And
but the NDA Russia.
That time no onua me kai say e ko ho no. Ye di America ye nante ye. And ye de call IMF. Under MPP aban we e ko pe emwa every IMF for no more da ambulance money e de omo call ye.
Emergency unit.
It got to a point that now they didn't even qualify say IMF ebe share omenim because tebia na omo timo omo de ba IMF no, it was just terrible.
Okay.
And at that time we heard all manner of things. And the president saw monko IMF, vice president saw monko IMF, finance minister saw monko John Kuma ejina your friends say parliament. We will not go to IMF today. We will not go tomorrow. We are a proud nation and all those things. At the end of the day, and Yera Alanchamantin Ekatre say, or no crampo ne advising Nanado in a cabinet meeting say, Omuntum can't tentamonko IMF and yes, our economy ne baby collapse. Alanchamantin mentioned it recently. And you see, what will IMF say than what they have said now? And the report is giving an indication, say, oh, inflation is doing well. Time na ye rabaumia. And nam universities, secondary schools, colleges, universities under trees, area lectures said the economy was bad. None of your friend economic wizard. Na inflation is 15%.
Yeah, 15.4.
And Baumiana IMF say celebrate an inflation of 40%. Oko IMF website is here. The projected inflation for Ghana is still 42.3%. See how many say. Oko IMF website.
Okay.
Yaka international reserves before the NDC left power in 2016, our international reserves could cover 3 months of exports. We can do an importation. For well over 3 months. No further generation of revenue than as for. And now me know Kasia IMF ni MPP are buying say yambo mabasu because they are doing well. No, our foreign reserves no as more cano. It cannot take us up to 1 month.
1 month is like.
It cannot take us to 1 month. Say if we don't have any further inflows of revenue, we don't do any work again to generate more revenue. Then as for what we have cannot take us up to 1 month. Is that what they want us to celebrate? And why are we having our private sector collapsing? We are having our private sector collapsing because your economy, it is no more friendly to the private sector. Private sectors thrive on how much or how regular or mutiminya besia a free financial institution. So, and now me know say how much are we borrowing? We are borrowing over 30%. Okwaje besia enese o de ba be eduma. Interest down over it's more than 30%. Yeah. Is that what is good for an economy that they want us to celebrate over? What is important is that some months ago, yet and a Ministry of Finance and a Bank of Ghana cost soldiers and police for Nima. They were looking for Gao people dealing in dollar and other foreign currencies. Say, mama omainisi kasam ekwetre omo mama dollar no enya ahode more than the cedi. Nti omo kwa kopamo. Those people were molested broad daylight in this country. Say omo no mo distance and semni na aba. Is it today those people have been operating in this country? At the end of the day, no, Oheneba, it came to light. Says sa are buying ministers. And then the families are from Paul Watson, says, are concubines, cry, yeah. Omo no masisa sikeni na kwa kogu omo dem. And now me no kase otimi kobie oba besia dem oba tan pa. Ne dem na sika egu so de aye matre so de aye den ye ontimi tre.
So ura ne dem amframa kura ntumi mfa otoko bi o discuss.
Sa omo ho na say sika no wo. No more tears abontain bronco for innocently collapsing their businesses. Today the reality has come to dawn on us. Corruption. That is one thing that has led us to IMF. Omo pesi a boy in sim emomo. For this poor performance, for this poor show they are putting up in terms of our economic management. Baumia campaign across the country for almost 1 year. Yenti wo baby say Baumia kwa kujina ho say ono ye economist. Oba beka economy ho asem. Ghana for beto Obama MPP because we have a better economy today.
Digitalization.
Oheneba. Meaning say you are a town boy. Uti krum, unam krum. You do a lot of things in time. Yeah. And you know what is happening. The way a man for Juma egu in this country. For the first time, Oheneba, those who have worked their entire life to make sure that this country gets to a better place. Omako pension. Omasika. Their own benefit here. Yatiti free almost salaries move for 30 years, 35 years, 40 years. Omodia bo abain besia. Edu time say abain betri omoka. Abain say any says can I betri omoka. Then you can imagine having a 70 years old man, 75 years old woman, not in a clutch and a wheelchair mu ebimu clutches, no money in finance ministry before their monies are paid. The first time in our history in the Fourth Republic. most of them are on medications. And your BP draw and diabetes draw. Yeah. And you know no called dialysis. Look, for the first time in the history of this country, within our fourth republic, yamfa a champion there and tonchain. A champion there and po, then you say be a gun and niska yebetria. It wasn't largely about our capacity. The first time in our history, within this fourth republic, buying both our domestic and external debts. Very important. Ya bobesia as a country, ne do time see enkochia. Buying se miniska michia. The worst of it is that it happened to both domestic and external debts. Besia ya born within. Besia ya born externally intimintia. And you know one thing. And you know, you remember under President Mahama, Atemudi Die in some Hunankofoe Katona so and or Bobesia Dodo, if it was all about borrowing, my 18-year-old boy could govern this country. That time, not
18 years. What's about work class too?
No. P2. And ye cannot enemy. And like I was saying, what is very important is that it has never happened. Say emre asum. Say a kaya di yenchia. Now you see any sky betray. That's how bad it was. And you remember, in 2016, the former NDC government, zero financing of our budget from Bank of Ghana. 0%. Yanja one Ghana city aim free Bank of Ghana ho and fund their budget. MPP for taking over 2017 because of IMF and Shisheye na edaho dada eba through the previous NDC government. They didn't do 2017-2018. Every 2021, they do so much of their funding of the budget from the Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana was forced to let their governor become a printing machine. He has become a printing machine. It is just a matter of Nanado, your friends, and Kenoforiata. It is just a matter of them to come sorrowful. Said Jack, you on paper, beba. You just pull it. You printed in excess of 80 billion.
That's just a Bank of Ghana. They say you hear any paper.
80 billion in excess for this government without recourse to parliament. That is is that how we govern? Over 80 and today. The Bank of Ghana now among the IMF Bailout arrangements are IMF this answer we about better bonte. That Bank of Ghana, if Bank of Ghana had any other supervisory bank over 8 by now, they would have collapsed Bank of Ghana.
Oh yeah,
Bank of Ghana now and governor na no pa or no nim and civilized people. He knows hooligans. Sir Addison no and the Bank of Ghana today under Nana Akufo-Addo, if there was any supervisory bank or any supervisory body on it that could determine the survival of it or not, by now can the Bank of Ghana be, because the Bank of Ghana's equity is going in negative. The beauty of it, the future of it, the financial strength of it is growing in negative. And it was based on trivial issues, sir. This governor, and I've said on this show several times, say, in the history of this country, the most reckless governor we have ever had is Addison.
Sir.
Very reckless. You remember when he took over? At the sight of the camera and the mic, he started talking. Nekase hunu at the earlier stages, it led to the collapse of some of the banks that were monitoring Gold Coast securities much earlier. GN Bank, how did GN Bank go down? It went down because Addison was recklessly speaking. At the sight of the camera and the mic, he started talking. And now we know, all the banks in this country are we deem as strong banks, profitable banks, resilient banks. No, let them suffer panic withdrawal, whether those banks will exist in the next 1 week. Addison came out, mentioned names of banks that were not doing well. They suffered panic withdrawal. And one at GN Bank, or more downgraded GN Bank, echoes GN Savings and Loans.
Yeah.
In the next 2 weeks, no asaba betina medium say, oh, even savings and loans no cry a bit more, they are not performing well. And he mentioned GN Bank again, and they suffered another panic withdrawal. To collapse that bank, how much did Addison and Oforiata and Oheneba Boamah, how much did they need to save the financial sector mess? Now, we Senanado Boamah Finance Minister Ene Addison so muni ferry omuni nkaye na se omoda so te ho the IMF jeje said they are doing well. Ukraine COVID asem omode dwayasum for all these years. Yeah. Our neighboring countries, Cote d'Ivoire, they are doing a single-digit inflation as we speak. Togo, they are doing the single, and those countries are even suffering their own internal security mishaps. Yet they are but they are doing single digits. We are in a very peaceful country relatively. Demonstrators create Timiko Bank of Ghana. Now Addison decided so no the security officer no be petition from minority leadership, from civil society organizations. It left on to them.
Okay, may I say, to say Prince Mahmoud Ivory Coast, say as of June, now around 4.1% of inflation. Yeah, 4.1%. Sabres 41. Okay, June only on 43 points.
It's even the average. Food inflation, I was
53%.
That is even the average. Food inflation, I was
me first and farmers panels for so much somewhere. Jumadi Omada Roma, Omama and Jesronko, Abba. Na Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules a young witma a sunset a drone when you be running pedianua when I set tataya a tree a free hypertension arthritis halitosis and gastric ulcer menstrual disorders and near wahono wadaruma unya Spanish garlic mixture a boa papa your Spanish jinko your stratigraphy jinko biloba and soya oil mu na wonum bia etumi boa mani peduano ejina so papa pe bo akoma no ne adwene no ho ba ntipa bi na yusuna anije emra frɛ 02 emamo Big Ben tablet ebe boa ma hoto etumi ejina so kireben ede aman wadaroma mema babo mema di imprensa Big Ben tablet nti ene mabo mudin no bema de ka hunu se represent fighter mema nyina ntokwa ene waje ya wokono man abane kasadodo eti kwajo 3 points ewa Big Ben tablet na fa coach mema nyina numunyam ewa dem ho adaroma mesrew obatumi ya friend number we pentiremu bia Big Ben tablet ho a 0551 551 444 baby abebo wura bia na kasa pe Big Ben tablet na your tablet for the men 0551 551 444 mamin kantra say ope baby akwa akwaji wani Safari Valley and baby a was ubora now many just ronko etumi eba wabrabum me say okwa be nkokote asroboa ahwea koto anyanya nkyere ne nyina ne nanam ho kama wode wa mu di agro kokote wansane emwa ne nyina wo ho Safari Valley ehwa fe emwa wo ho eti ope baby ada dwodwo ho no na usabo wani akohoma wenye akwa Safari we Safari Valley omunuane akwa Safari iti bowra ha na beji wani keke pe baby didi enjoy the environment na enije sonko etumi emra e Valley Eco Resort ya bowra ha enoma nyina no ube hu ya wani ebeje pa obi be say omo ewan the number way na from 0596 buku okwa buku reservation 0596 914394 05 wadaruma betumi na din so 0241 959326 0241 959326 Dr. Amuzu was Mauji Hiochalo wadaruma yensa emra biem ne emra meto so akasima dumienu -5 na ka 7 iti yenche 33 na yemfa enko ana wo de yenye no Okay, 4-4. So 8. Na yemfa emuvu. Now, yemhwe Adamates. Mami Cecilia Adapa. Ninu ya no owo no guso sending sika from Asamando. Ena yebisa maame no maame ne say oh ninu ya no send this can man say on fantue ne money school fees ma no. Iti eno so ho nsem. Your freezing account to be your tosso. So let's move. Mr. Sifru. Sima be 9.
Yehuza yen echo micro ma hunter what's it be you be
no chere say
dem ra wodi be you be and the time it
okay
why you hwe biara onyeye
okay
na be you be now you see baby ye duru sisia no za all coordinate all that they are left with is to steal and steal more. Okay. Eduma, what ye online the wogudu ya worry. Have more than $1 million in your house under your bed. How can it be? Na se sika no oye sika. Enya from good sources. Aye eduma na wansa kan. Inti will you be so I don't want to use certain words. So silly that sika no gu wo fie no enti mbinim kwa rentum na won bamba ha wadwen
eno ye ono wodi kodwa mu
ye na damaji sisi ho ohye ho sisi le dapa na wanka no ho asama wonnua na wawu no
kwaku na ntwi
wurade yankopon
we shu san
wonnua na wawu no where ye na yi we boy account skanu gum wunua no so owayer ndi obi a owayer no o discover ma necessary don fanko tua no ma formal school fees wa bra na yer oho
wa bra na nsa kura na yire de court say akokwa kwaji ska no
de na mukunu wa da misike wo ho a na nimba ya wawi nimba na nya check wenya nsa wenya pen
ya no wasan ato
wa throw ade no wa sign ase emma ode abrawo Sicilia da pada je na ke yisika na momoframa na meyere wo ho momofra no wo ho no awofa kotua moframa no sometimes when people speak they speak as if that we are silly people in this sabi we are daft yengen yentum na yenhwe ona inda wakara we take it hook line and sinker. I don't even get it in this orokodo no our hen, our retain Ghana ni. What's in there? When you be ama you know, baby you do know they have nothing left for us. On our in there, wobo wia, wakodu we wia, na wakodu we wia, na za wobenya no wadi bia asisi ho, wadi bia hyehye won paase, wadi bi won poly tanks no osisi woni hina, wadi bia egum, wotutu amana wadi egum, na amena wo, ye no kwan resay. Ye no mafom wo ko school a wenye zibane nzi. Amena awo yakọ wo friend den asupitia ne bo health insurance a onye duma yakọ market a ezibana no bo wa yedin yenye sika nto na ahokyere na bre ina amena wo yere fem obi be say did we go or did we come
ejina ho
enti we have only one option
okay
the 2024 Ghana fo wo me yembo mozene de MPP abani a wamba mbobo ahene num dwa na kasadaw na kro no na wi yenye woni mfi ho
okay
na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Embra, no one boss money, no one sumo money.
Thank you very much, Medase Papa. Prince,
I will not take much time. When free senior high school, University of Ghana, Legon,
I saw the oil lecture
level 100, level 200, they call level 300. They are to withdraw over 1,000 of students. Are make a cumulative GPA of 1 at University of Ghana. I'm sure from tomorrow, Ebeba Amawaka.
Say we breaking news.
Yes, you see, my calculations be time now will introduce a topic we know.
Yeah,
we share youth employment. Yet you're more around 500 cities, between 400 cities to 500 cities. More. Sikana Office of Special Prosecutor, freezy in one account of Madam Cecilia Dapano. A bit me 100,000 youth and employment workers in this country. In one account. 100,000. Into me, and ya dear may barbe canny MPP 4. More sharing. Mutien. They be a mocking kind news. This is the people. And Kofua or Moba Moho. Someone to scratch card. Scratch card. For credits, near Tibi Mananado.
Final campaign.
Ye memo, yes, sisters, ye nyanoma mutie or jomo. You do your businesses. Nanado ne baomiane MPP paying for Bamoho. Someone to susumo mo 1 city, 2 city, 3 city. Na omon fan kwaye campaign. And the san konfo na omo Bamoho. Ebe jeje musika. Enam atro akesie ene abosha akesia omo shema munti. Muji omudiye. Ede mudwetre. Emma omo. Ene san konfo no. Ena sebio. Bola minister. Them yet me for $590,000. $590,000. Every baller minister them. It's me for $590,000. Abra businessman awoti aboso kind. Work or imported goods from UK, US, from Ewiasia Fana na ede Ghana. Se ode ba be ye juma, ode ba be tre we juma mu. Emma emebunu now mewie universities, colleges, other tertiary institutions, SSS, pay juma ye no. Yesi betwia tax a untimi ntwia. But that's amma goods naka e wo habontu we die. E ya asema ye nyina de betu ye ho for going into next year.
Thank you very much. Krataraba University of Ghana for Krata no ababonte se ye din community obaba fie ni yapam no a odaro ma pade pan bi man nsua ntem because free SHS no anso aba. Me paucho
oh atonsuom about me
abesio senior campaign atonsuom mama ko amu amadie no me form mfanto so na fe yenko nipa mienu bi so asedi account so yemuvu yen ena ekono odaroma ena ekono thousand bang ateno 0541 556 what the 1,000 Ghana. The last person please. Let's move. Me pato when your 1,000 Ghana cedis are not when we say ababeda so. So you anasaka the last person I run account. Very good. It no. The next person ekono numbers ni retati ai what no. And only 0242 212 0242 212. And I actually be poso him and I for amanfo one obapa krantma and I omode ene kasebo no nsia de papa pay e de ebremo media no kuma grade 1 asada enkoma mo bogabi mase ne ho mfa no ne nyina asi menya so se wiki de bi onim behia ntime ne mo anete ya oba nso a onim be wa bi de nkomo ye de mo nyina asese ne mo kan home ye de bremo akra mo nyina me de mo nyina